coming to Cleveland in December. They're on their Can't Find the Breaks tour with special guest Austin Meade. And they're going to come play for you Saturday night, December the 9th. Right around the corner here at the House of Blues. Ticketmaster.com will have all the details on tickets. If you want to buy them, want to win them, be caller 10. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
His first marriage didn't work out. He caught her texting another show.
Sounds like he deserved it.
It's Alan Cox.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Dirty Honey's pretty good. They definitely wear their influences on their sleeve. They've only been around 5-6 years, but they, you give it enough time and you can come back out and do the Guns N' Roses thing. And even though Guns N' Roses is out there, those guys are 60. I don't know. But, Dirty Honey's pretty good. If you know the right people, But I think this is their first headlining run, if you're into them. I'll have more tickets for you tomorrow. And then one more pair of tickets tomorrow as well for the Alan Cox Show cruise. We're going out on Saturday afternoon. If there are any more tickets to be had, I don't know if we're still giving them away at WMMS.com, but if you're going to be joining us, we're going to start boarding around 2, and we're going to leave at 2:30. We ain't waiting. This has happened in years past where people, the boat's pulling out, and nothing we can do about it then. We're not actually piloting the boat ourselves. There's a whole crew involved. And I think I seem to recall one year where somebody was flying into the parking lot and running up to the dock, and they had just missed the boat. Mm-hmm. They had literally just missed the boat. And there was nothing I could do about it. I mean, I'm sure that they were crestfallen. But we're going to be out on the brand new Lady Caroline on Saturday afternoon. And that parking lot there, by the way, is credit card only. Remember that. There's not going to be anybody there in that booth down there at that Nautica complex. And the Lady Caroline is a smoke and vape-free vessel. You can't smoke on any deck.
You gotta toss people overboard.
What's that?
We gotta toss people overboard.
I'm not doing anything. I'm not security. I'm not part of the crew.
I want to toss people overboard for vaping.
You want to toss people off?
For vaping, yeah. It's a vape-free zone. You don't do that.
Well, you can toss off whoever you want, Poundcake. You go ahead.
Go around tossing people off.
Yeah, you walk around, and once word gets out that Poundcake's tossing people off,
there'll be a line around the.
That's right. Hey, how come nobody's listening to Mattitude? Poundcake's in the back tossing people off.
Is this the line for the Bud Light? Nope.
This is what's Alan doing back there?
Toss her off.
I'm just waiting in line. I'm taking my turn. That second Guardians game is going to get going. I don't know when. If you're going, But they lost that first part of the doubleheader there to the Dodgers. And listen, the Dodgers are a very good baseball team right now. So there's not a whole lot you can do. If you're watching live at AlanCoxShow.com, you can thank Websley Slomper for helping out a bit today. Alan, please let Mary know she's not the only one who cries when they hear Perfect by Simple Plan. My oldest was 18 and just made me a grandpa for the first time.
Wow.
And I put that on and walked outside. All right, well, congratulations, question mark. There you go. Boy, this is the way to get back. And I don't even know if this is if you can legally do this or whatever. But this is pretty slick. This is an innovative way to get back. When you've got baby mama drama, this is an innovative way to get back at the guy. There's an NFL player named Eli Apple. He is a cornerback for the Miami Dolphins. And he left it in an Instagram model who has 3 kids with 3 other NFL players. And she's not happy with him because she doesn't think that he's being attentive enough. She said that their son needed a blood transfusion during the pregnancy, and he refused even though he was a direct match. And that he would send her nasty messages after the kid was born. You know, these guys leave it in and then get mad when she gets pregnant. So what she's done is she's gone on social media and said, I will pay the fines of any player who injures Eli Apple. I will. Now, here's what you have to think. With all due respect to quote-unquote Instagram models, there's a reason that she got knocked up by 3 NFL players. So invariably, these guys will be paying the fines on one of the other players getting hurt. He's number 33 on the Dolphins, and she has said, if you play against my baby dad this season, please go for the knees. Maybe a hammy. I'll gladly zell you any fines.
Can you do this? This seems illegal.
This is what I'm asking.
Like putting a hit out on him.
Well, this is what I'm asking. You know, Sean Payton got in trouble for that whole bounty thing.
Yeah,
but she's a private citizen. She's not part of the National Football League. I mean, she's had a lot of sperm from the National Football League, but she's not part of it.
More than most, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, she's clearly, I mean, you look up Jersey Chaser, you know. But again, it takes 2 to tango, man.
Because, hey, these players
I don't get these dudes that, I don't know. I'll never understand that.
After is it that good? And you guys don't have to answer this, but Alan and Bill, have you ever had some vagina that was like, you changed your life? Like, you're like, I cannot believe this is real. I'm going to ruin my life for it.
It's all great.
All of it?
It's all great.
It's all great.
No, these women walking around thinking they got something magic down there. You don't.
Well,
maybe you know a couple of moves. I'll give you that. Maybe you know a couple of moves that aren't really on the radar, but it all feels great.
Does it all feel the same, though? Some people are looking
No,
for
there's definitely
something that feels unique.
I mean, not like what?
It's
like,
not to the point where you're like, well, the
Well, I imagine
wetness was better with what it's
if
all
you gave
about,
me a blindfold and
Yeah.
then had 3 girls, no, you're not going to be able to tell the difference.
I could probably figure out a couple.
You wouldn't. No, they feel
How many
the
are we
same.
talking? How
They
many
all
is-
feel great. And so, listen, I get not wanting to not be in there.
Right.
But, you know, these are guys who, even if they're making a lot of money, they're not going to make it forever. Like, if they make it for 10 years,
that's good.
they're in the 1%. So, I don't know, man, but it's their money, it's their life. Do whatever you want. But that was my question is this something that she could get, like, legit, this could create problems for her by going,
Seems
hey.
like it.
Like I wasn't being
But does
serious.
it? I mean, I feel like this is something people just chalk up to relationship issues.
Yeah,
they
this
go,
is
it's none
just
of my business.
talking crap, I think, unless
It's a-
somebody
I
Unless-
will pay you to hurt him?
right, but like there's
Not,
Mary, it
normal.
has a lot of laughing, crying emojis. So
well.
maybe she
You didn't
Yeah.
say that.
chalk it up to kidding.
and as long as no
still out
player goes up and goes like gets in her DMs and be like, hey, I'm gonna make this happen. I don't think there's any contract that's happening.
Premeditated, maybe.
Yeah.
Premeditated. That's right. If only he had premeditated his family planning. Wouldn't find himself in this situation. Find himself in a much more positive situation. But yeah, I mean, you know, she's got kids with 3 different players. And if you're the first guy, if you're the father of the oldest child, you go, man, this is great. And the second guy, you go, oh, okay. If you're the third guy, you go, oh, well, I see what's going on here. Eli Apple is the 4th guy. So I don't know.
But in his
Maybe
defense,
it's maybe to these guys it's like points or it's bragging rights. They are
I don't think
professional.
it's- I
They
don't
are
think it's-
professional competitors.
Yeah, but like being 4th.
Well, I
Bad
mean,
cleanup.
You're not if you're not meddling.
I think if
Listen, somebody's going to be fifth.
Yeah.
So this guy ended up earlier than that.
I mean, we didn't have a Poundcake sports break yesterday, but one of the funniest things going on in the sports, like paparazzi drama world, is all the Larsa Pippen
Larsa Pippen, yeah.
and Marcus Jordan getting married or getting engaged, and it's like headlines: Jordan needs Pippen to get another ring. All that
Right.
stuff.
And like this girl, by the way, with peace and love, is not like a knock your socks off, oh my God, I've got to get in that kind of. She's got 9,300 followers. I mean, 84 million over on Threads, but still. That's a big difference, by the way.
That's a huge difference.
It feels like you didn't really hang out on Instagram very often, but they call her an Instagram model because Threads model sounds really, really lame.
Yeah.
I'm a Threads model. Oh, are you?
That could mean clothes.
Huh?
Threads, like a.
Yeah, but she's over on Threads.
I know. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to.
You're trying to help. I know.
Trying to help.
The sisters are doing it for themselves. I know you are. That's nice. But again, she's not, because some of these girls you look
What's
and you
her
go,
I'm gonna look her up.
well, her handle on Instagram is NEE.AR and then 4 eyes. Her name is Destiny. I don't know.
Wait,
Looks like
NEE
Dasani
dot
water.
4 eyes.
The letter I, yeah. NEE.ARIIII. Now that's just Instagram. And like, yeah, but some of the girls on Instagram, you're like, oh my God, you can completely see why these guys were like, I don't care what happens to me or my life.
Yeah, she's not. I mean,
I'm not getting out of this.
She's like above average.
Yeah,
but
that's what
not-
I'm saying. She's like, yeah,
She's not ruining your life hot.
no. And she doesn't even look like somebody that would get on like a football player's radar. You look like your standard thirst trap posts or whatever.
She's got a great body, and she's cute.
Yeah, nothing wrong with it, but 3 professional football players said, yes, I'm going to have a child with you, and I'm going to pay for it, assuming that that's what happens. See, this is how stupid I am. This is how nice I am. I always think of, well, you have a kid with somebody, you're going to pay for it. You're going to do what needs to be done. And I realize a lot of these guys don't do that. It's not just limited to football players. Regular dopes walking around that don't do that. They can't manage their $40 a month child support. So these guys, I don't know.
$40 a month for 18 years hit different, though.
No, it doesn't. Trust me.
It
doesn't.
When it's an
I don't care what
obligation-
you do for a living. If you're late on your child support and you're paying $40 a month, first of all, that's doing nobody any good.
But it's $40 a month.
Nobody's
for people who
living
don't have
high on the
$40 a
hog.
month.
What's that?
It's $40 a month for someone who doesn't have $40 a month.
Everybody has $40 a month.
don't.
Well, then don't have the
$10 a
kid.
week, yeah.
Don't have the kid.
You better.
Simple. Very simple.
It hit different.
It
when
is
it's
a,
obligation.
to coin a phrase from Mary the other night, a simple plan.
Hey.
Yeah. I remember talking to a guy, I played in a band with him in Pittsburgh, and he was getting divorced, and they had a kid, and he was telling me what he was going to, he was just constantly complaining about what he was going to have to pay in child support. And then I told him what I paid. I go, I'm here to make your life exponentially better by telling you what I pay in child support. Now, obviously, we were at 2 different income levels, but Pennsylvania is not a great state to get divorced in. Because, boy, oh boy. Now, I voluntarily did it at the level I did it. But there were guys that were fighting it left and right who made a lot more money than me. They were paying a ton. I mean, most of their income. So you gotta, and again, I know that these are granular details. Nobody's checking this stuff. If they're having a one-night stand with somebody or if they're hoping they'll pull out. Nobody's like, now what's the divorce proceedings in this particular state? I understand. It's all hindsight. I understand nobody's doing that.
But it's not a bad idea to think that
I'm just
way.
saying there are ways to be out there swinging it and being smart about it.
Yep.
There are ways to do that. And you're not jamming up at your life or anyone else's, frankly. I mean, you're
And
not
creating a life that
you're not doing the
Yeah.
kid any favors if, she's screaming at you for money and, oh, God. No point. There's no point in that.
Dad got
Hey, Mike from Parma. Not the Mike from Parma, but a Mike from Parma. So recently bought my daughter an iPad, and she's 5 years old. So of course it's password protected, so she can only have it at certain times. Well, this morning my wife found her. She had gotten the iPad at a time that she wasn't allowed to have it, so it was locked. And she asked Siri to play the Alan Cox Show. So we found her in her bedroom this morning, or my wife found her in her bedroom this morning, listening to the Alan Cox Show. I guess she hates the show too. Bye.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a lot worse.
Me too.
I thought I was waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Cody was going on and on and on.
No, I thought it was no. I thought it was going to be we found her watching something awful.
Oh, I thought it was
yeah.
going to be show related, but we were talking about something gross.
No,
she's just enjoying the show.
I'm glad.
Episode,
She's just enjoying the show.
It's like, can I please get my iPad unlocked so I can watch the show? And he's gonna be like, oh, well, yeah, sure, in that case. And then that's her window into using the iPad when she's not supposed to.
Yeah.
She can just unlock it whenever.
Honey, what are you listening to in there?
Hey, I molest children.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Ow! Yep, corrupting America's youth.
Honey, are you in your room? Yeah. Can you turn that up for me?
Let me watch you poop.
Okay. Let's put on some Peppa Pig. I got a break here. If you want to send a text, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. If you want to watch on your tablet, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you